Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you my chicken stock recipe. How I make my chicken stock recipe. This recipe is really simple and easy to follow. I have linked the blog post in the description box below for you, so please go check it out. Basically, I like to make my own chicken stock because since giving up sugar, I've been learning about what actually goes into those little cubes that you buy in the supermarket, and there's a lot of sugar, refined sugar and refined salt in them. So nowadays I prefer to make my own chicken stock, and it's also a good way not to waste the carcass of a chicken as well. And I like to use fresh vegetables that I bought from our local farm shop as well to put in it. So here I have some carrots, some tomatoes, some leek, some celery, and then I've got some bay leaves and some salt. And the chicken carcass, I also have frozen. We cooked the chicken with an onion, and I've also frozen the ends of the onion as well. The ends of the onion is actually quite flavoursome, so they do actually make this a bit more tasty really when you put that in your chicken stock. And then I have some water here as well. I'm going to try and make about 2 litres of chicken stock, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, I'm not sure yet. So what all I do with this recipe is I literally put all of the vegetables into my slow cooker. Now, I love slow cooking. I think it's a brilliant way to cook your food. You just put everything in and leave it to cook. It's fantastic. If you don't have a slow cooker, you can do this on the hob. So all I do is just literally put all of my vegetables into the slow cooker. Then I add my chicken carcass with the onion ends. And then I add the bay leaves and the salt and the peppercorns in there as well. And then I just add water to it, and that's it. And then I leave it to cook for around 13 hours. So what I do with mine is I tend to leave it to cook overnight, so I don't have to worry about it, and it just cooks away nicely. The best thing about slow cooking is you get more of the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals from the food. The slower the food is cooked, the more nutrition comes from it, because you're leaving a lot of it behind. So that's why I like to use a slow cooker. You can do this recipe on the hob, but I much prefer a slow cooker, and I would highly recommend that everybody invest in one of these because they are just fantastic for cooking. So I'm going to add some more water to this, and then I'm going to put this on overnight for probably about 13 hours. In the morning I will come back and I will empty it, and I will show you what I do next. So the slow cooker has been on overnight for 13 hours now. I turned it off about half an hour ago, took the lid off just to leave it to cool, and now I'm going to put the liquid into a jug using my ladle and my colander, and the colander is just to get rid of all the bones and the veg, so you haven't got that in the chicken stock. So I'll show you how I do this as I go along. So I've separated the liquid from the bones and I've put them into jugs, and I'm just going to leave them to cool here for a few hours. So my chicken stock has cooled completely, and I'm going to put them in the fridge now to let the fat come to the top of the stock. And then once the fat's come to the top, I'll show you what I do with them after that. Right, so I've skimmed some of the fat off of the top of the liquid. That's why I put it in the fridge, so the fat can float to the top, and then I can skim it off. And then now I'm just going to put it into some freezer bags and my muffin tray, I suppose you call that. We call it a Yorkshire pudding tray in the UK. So I'm just going to transfer the liquid into this, and I've got the freezer drawer out. So I'm going to put everything in the freezer drawer, and then I'll put it in the freezer afterwards. And I do it in the sink just in case of spillages as well. So I've put everything into the freezer drawer and I'm going to leave this overnight, and then in the morning I'll show you how I get the ice blocks of stock out of the muffin tray or Yorkshire pudding tray, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's that done. Right, so I have taken the frozen stock out of the freezer. This has been in the freezer overnight now, and I'm just going to show you what I do to transfer it into a zip tie bag, which I will then put back in the freezer. So basically all I do is just run these under a little bit of warm water just to try and loosen them a little bit, and then see if I can pop that out. Yep, that's one. That's my stock cubes in the bag there, ready to go back in the freezer. Now I've made probably about 2 litres of stock. There is a little bit of waste with this, but not much. And this will probably make me another 4 meals. So what I normally do is I buy a large chicken from the butcher's, and then I'll divide that up. It normally probably makes us about 4 meals, the chicken itself. And then I get another 4 meals out of the stock as well. So that's 8 meals out of 1 chicken, which I think if you're paying about a £5 for a chicken, a good quality chicken, that's a hell of a lot of meals for £5. So I really love making my own stock. I know it's a bit fiddly and it takes a long, it takes a long time over a process of days, but once you've done it, it's so much more satisfying, I think, and also it makes your meals taste absolutely beautiful as well. So well worth investing in a slow cooker and also in a good quality chicken as well. And honestly, for me personally, I love chicken stock. It just makes the meals so flavoursome. So that's it from me. Please give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. As always, we love hearing from you, and while you're down there liking and commenting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.